The Agriculture Department is bracing for the possible impact of El Nino. Pag-asa earlier said that the country could experience below average rainfall in the coming months. Embattled Negros Oriental Representative Arnie Teves has been cleared from one of 8 charges of illegal possession of firearms and explosives. And in sports, the Creamline Pool Smashers move one step closer to the PVL Finals after fending off F2 Logistics in Game 1 of their semis face-off. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know to jumpstart your weekend. I'm Riza Diaz. We begin today's newscast with Justice Secretary Boying Remulla rejecting a proposal to create an independent commission to investigate the previous administration's drug war. Remulla maintains that the proposed commission will have no value since investigations are already ongoing. The Justice Secretary also claimed that the department has always been transparent in its drug war investigations. The government's probe, however, drew flack for allegedly only going after low-level police officers accused of killing drug suspects arbitrarily. Now, the International Criminal Court has resumed its probe on the war on drugs on January of this year. The country has since formally requested ICC to suspend its investigation. The Justice Department has junked one case against a Negros Oriental Representative Arnie Teves. DOJ spokesperson Miko Clavano said the illegal possession of firearms, ammunition, and explosives complaint was dismissed due to lack of evidence. Clavano clarified, however, that Teves is still facing multiple cases over loose firearms. Last week, authorities conducted raids in some of Teves's properties where they found different weapons and ammunition. Clavano noted that the firearms recovered during the operations were not licensed to Teves. Teves is being tagged in the killing of Negros Oriental Governor Roel Degamo, as well as to a string of murders back in 2019.
It was dismissed only as to Congressman Teves, resolution dated March 14, 2023. Pero po, there was a finding of probable cause as against Respondent Roland A. Pablio for violation of RA 10591. So, makikita po natin dito sa kaso na to, no, na there were firearms found, no? Pero yung firearms po na yun ay dating nakalisensya under Roland A. Pablio. And there is no such thing as conspiracy to commit illegal possession of firearms. Dahil, klaro po nasa pangalan po nung isa, nag-expire or revoke. So, hindi mo rin pwedeng ituro yung ibang tao doon sa kaso na yun.
In other news, the government is now bracing for El Nino, a phenomenon that may cause droughts. Pag-asa earlier warned that the country may experience below normal rainfall as the dry spell begins, possibly by July of this year. Agriculture Department spokesperson Rex Estoperez said that they have set guidelines to cushion the impact of El Nino on agriculture. The DA is coordinating with other agencies in preparation for El Nino, with cloud seeding operations being a last resort. According to the department, Mindanao has seen the worst El Nino in the country back in 2016, affecting 17,000 hectares of farmland and over 20,000 farmers. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Kadiwa markets bring cheaper agricultural products in Metro Manila, including fruits, vegetables, and the Filipino staple rice. But how does Kadiwa rice compare to that from typical public markets? Let's find out in this report by mobile journalist Francis Orsio.
Even with prices of goods on the rise, there are still options on where to buy cheap and affordable rice. But is the taste worth the price? At the Novaliches Public Market in Quezon City, a kilo of rice sells for as low as 36 pesos, while in some Kadiwa stores, a kilo of rice can be bought for 25 pesos. According to some Kadiwa rice vendors, Filipinos find it good.
Kahit po commercial rice po siya, dinadagsa po ng mga tao at mura. At masarap po kasi yung bigas na tinitinda po natin.
We're now curious to know how this 25 peso rice compares to other cheap market alternatives. Upon closer look, the Kadiwa rice appears similar to any other rice bought in the market, except for some yellowish grains. But other than that, there seems to be no issue with its quality. Comparing it with the 36 peso rice bought from the Novaliches Public Market, there seems to be no apparent difference. But if we talk about the taste,
hindi naman malata itong Kadiwa rice na binili natin at ang malambot-lambot din itong kanin na ito at ang lasa parang parehas lang din naman sa mga regular na kanin o bigas na mabibili natin sa palengke na mas mahal ng kaunti at ang kalidad nito hindi nalalayo dito sa binili nating pinakamurang bigas sa palengke.
Meanwhile, when compared to the more pricey Denorado rice which cost around 55 pesos per kilo, one can instantly tell the difference. The more expensive Denorado rice easily tops the supply from Kadiwa stores.
Mas masarap ang lasa at may pagkapanda ng amoy at syempre, mas malambot din itong kanin na ito.
The Kadiwa stores pride itself for sourcing commodities straight from farms. This means that there are no middle layers in the supply chain, making it cheaper. The government plans to put up more Kadiwa stores nationwide in order to provide the public with more affordable goods amid the high inflation. Mobile journalist Francis Orsio, we are One News.
Creamline is now one win away from another finals appearance after winning against the F2 Logistic Cargo Movers in the Premier Volleyball League semifinals. This is the Cool Smashers' first win against F2 in the season. F2's Myla Pablo and Creamline's Eliza Valdez both sat the game out due to injuries. Creamline held the upper hand throughout the whole match thanks to Tots Carlos's 22 points and Michelle Gumabao's 18 attacks and 1 block. Kim Kiana D led the Cargo Movers with 13 points. Meanwhile, the Petro Gas Angels are also a step closer to a final stint after defeating the PLDT high-speed hitters. Jonas Abete ushered the win for Petro Gas with 18 points, followed closely by MJ Phillips' 17 points, while Jovi Prado led PLDT with 18 points. The PVL semifinals will continue on Tuesday at the MOA Arena starting at 4 in the afternoon. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 9 in the morning as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.